What it going on, my YT gang? Y'all already know what it is, man. This is your boy Rio, and welcome if y'all are new to the channel. Now, I know everybody know Jason Whitlock. If you don't know Jason Whitlock, this man is one of the biggest haters on Shedeur Sanders. All right, I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. And he done made a video earlier to where he made a public service announcement that he is definitely wishing on Shedeur Sanders' downfall in his upcoming game against the Las Vegas Raiders, bro. Yes, I'm going to say it again. He is wishing on his downfall, bro. He's praying on it. And I'm finna show you guys that video. But before I do, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And make sure y'all get down in the comments and let me know how y'all feeling about the whole situation. Man, let's take a look at that video.
Bad Dog Sports tweeted out, "I'll never understand why people are rooting for him to fail." And then he shows a picture of Shedeur Sanders and his number 12 Brown jerseys. And I think the inference is that anybody that's rooting for Shedeur Sanders to fail, to play poorly against the Raiders, to flame out as the Browns coach, the inference he's making is you're either racist, evil, or you're some type of Uncle Tom sellout. There's no reason for anybody to root against Shedeur Sanders. And this is a pervasive belief that Shedeur Sanders is unassailable. You can't criticize Shedeur Sanders. If you do, and if you're rooting for him to not have success, you're a bad person. It's just not true. It's just not true. And so I tweeted out, this is not difficult to understand. When you believe someone represents a negative influence on culture, you root against them. Same reason people root against Donald Trump, Joseph Biden, Barack Obama, George Bush. Then for non-political, people root for and against me, Jason Whitlock, based on their worldview. For some, Shedeur Sanders represents entitlement, false victimhood, radical materialism, racial idolatry. For others, Shedeur represents black empowerment, hip-hop culture, a thorn in the side of perceived white bigotry, etc. We all root for and against things. It's not remotely difficult to understand. So, we're headed into this NFL weekend, football weekend, and there will be people that will take to social media, and if Shedeur Sanders plays poorly, they're going to tweet about it with glee. I'll be one of those people. And there will be people on social media that will infer, oh, look at what a terrible person Jason Whitlock is. He's a coon. He's an Uncle Tom. How dare he root against Shedeur Sanders? And then if you're white, you'll be called a racist and blah, blah. And I'm listening to this and watching this play out, and this has been playing out for years. That like, if you happen to root against someone that black leftists believe is their hero, you can't root against them or you're a bad person. And this goes against human nature. This goes against just common sense. It's like, do I want Shedeur Sanders to flop on Sunday? Absolutely. I'm not ashamed of that. I want him to flop because I think his success would send a horrible message to young kids that arrogance, radical materialism, bravado, entitlement, playing the victim is all a good thing. I don't want young people to think that, hey, I got to dress up like a rapper. I have to make rap songs. I have to buy big gold chains. That all of this is a positive. I have to talk in a way that makes me sound ghetto, even though I've never once seen the ghetto. I am Deion Sanders' son. I grew up in great wealth and great affluence. I'm actually privileged because my father was a multimillionaire and because my father had the availability to coach me all along the way. I root against Shedeur Sanders unapologetically because his success would send a bad statement about what it takes to be successful, not only in this world, but in sports, or not only in sports, but in the world. People do this all the time. People root against Donald Trump daily. He's the president of the United States, but they don't like the way Donald Trump operates, comports himself, talks, his arrogance, and so they root against him. And it's not because they're racist, it's because they don't like the way he carries himself. And he has a far more important job than Shedeur Sanders. He's actually been elected to represent all of us. And what he does has great consequence for all of us. But people are allowed to root against Donald Trump. People are allowed to root against me. I don't take offense to it. I understand that people disagree with my approach to sports media. I happen to think they're wrong. I tend to prioritize objectivity and fairness above racial identity.
Now, look, y'all heard it from the horse's mouth himself. All right. The man literally wants this man to fail. It is a shame that you have a grown man that's wishing on a young man's downfall like this, man. I really don't understand it. And I know, he got history or he got a bitter taste when it comes to Deion Sanders and all this good stuff. But, bro, they ain't got nothing to do with Shedeur Sanders. You can't get mad because this man was born into a rich family. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad because his dad coached him all the way through his, well, not all the way through his high school, but mostly through his high school and his collegiate career. You can't get mad at that, bro. You can't be mad at that. And I don't see that as being no sign of Shedeur Sanders being arrogant just because he wear jewelry, just because he talk with a slang. That don't have absolute, man, you know how many football players, NFL players in general, in all sports, that wear jewelry, that wear they clothes a certain type of way, that look urban, that look like hip hop stars. But come on, man. Come on now. Come on now. Hey, Whitlock. You tripping, bro. You trim. But it's all good, man. We still love you, bro. It's all good, man. I love everybody. But I wish you would stop hating on my dog. You got to start hating on Shedeur at this point, man. You got to. Because at the end of the day, bro, this man is a stand-up guy. I don't see him going out here, even when he played bad last week. I didn't see him go out here trying to blame everybody else, trying to blame Kevin Stefanski for not giving him reps, trying to blame anybody. He put it all on his shoulders. That sounds like a leader to me. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. And then, everything else he was saying, bro, I just don't understand. Shedeur Sanders, man, he go out here. He give back to the community. He love kids. You know what I'm saying? He try to give them some type of positive influence. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand where you getting your stuff from, man. Where you getting it from? And it's sad to say, that you sitting up here doing this when you used to be just like what you saying he is. That was you. You was that guy. So if you know this, if you grew up like that, I would highly advise you to reach out to Shedeur if you feel like that's the road he's going down and coach him, guide him, help him. He's a young man, bro. He's a young man. But that's just how I feel. Y'all let me know how y'all feel, man. Is this man Jason Whitlock? Did he lose his rocker? Is he out of his mind, bro? Get down in the comments. Let me know how y'all feeling. I got to get up out of here. I just want to show y'all this video real quick because, man, it blew my mind, bro. It blew my mind to see a grown man like him, bro, who's supposed to be wise, who's supposed to be able to go down here and give advice to these young boys and coach them up to be better men, to go out here and do the things that he's doing on his platform, on one man, against one young man. But like I said, man, I got to get up out of here. I love you guys. I'll get y'all on the next one.